Yeah, well, I'd like to just, as briefly as I can, before things get cut off
Sir,
here.
could you please tell us your address?
Sure. My name's Chris Junker. Like my sister, I grew up in Rosenberg. And here to speak about, a proposal that Union Pacific made back in October. My address is 11206 Lynbrook Drive in Houston, Texas. I also maintain an address in Sunrise, Florida. The reason I wanted to, speak about this, and the main thing I wanted to ask for is, like what my sister said, I would like to have the opportunity. I think Union Pacific made a 27 or 28-minute presentation, roughly half an hour, back on October the 27th, and I would like for us to have that same opportunity. I would briefly say, though, that they've proposed building a siding rail about 10,000 feet long, roughly 2 miles. And I think that siding rail, aside from being detrimental to the value of our property because it cuts off the most valuable access, it's also it's going to be detrimental to the city's development out there because it's going to cut off access to the surrounding land, and that has been, I think, the city annexed out to Spur 10. So it seems as though the city has designated that as a development corridor. If one just looks at the businesses that are growing out there, Aldi, which has a regional warehouse and headquarters out there. I think Councilmember Wallingford, I watched the video of the October presentation, noted about, and others probably did too, about emergency services. It's true that emergency responders will know if it's closed, but that doesn't account, or that doesn't address the issue that it will delay. If somebody gets in a car wreck, there's what's called the golden hour. I'm sure people know about that. I'm personally very familiar with that. Level 1 trauma centers are in the medical center in Houston, Ben Taub and Memorial Hermann. Helicopters can't fly all the time. By the time they get it fired up and out there, doesn't always get out there on time. So what might seem to be small delays could make a huge difference in life and death, or recovery or non-recovery. And the last thing is, from the railroad standpoint, the first 2 miles of that track coming out of Rosenberg are owned by Union Pacific. The rest of it, 90 miles all the way to Victoria, is a Kansas City Southern track. So if they cross the track, they're going across Kansas City Southern. That Union Pacific has another route from Houston to Victoria, and according to TxDOT maps, that's a high traffic route. The one down 529 that's been talked about is not. And so let me just say, Kansas City Southern already has a switching facility out there, and they can use that facility for this. And they do plan a siding track, and I've talked to the Director of Engineering of Kansas City Southern.
Thank you, Mr. Junker. Your time's up.
Yeah. And I hope you'll give us the opportunity for a full presentation. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Bridget Turner?